Alrighty, hey everybody, welcome to our second Namibia video, Namibia Part 2. If you missed Part 1, go check that out. It covers our first about 5 to 6 days here in Namibia, where we were in Sossusvlei and Swakopmund. We are now in Spitzkoppe. It's known as the Matterhorn of Namibia. It's about a 2-hour drive from Swakopmund. We came up this morning. We're at our campsite currently, and as you can see, we've moved from kind of the nice accommodation in Swakopmund to back to our tent camping here. And yeah, this is a really nice campsite. It's pretty bare bones, no running water, no outlets, no anything like that. But yeah, you can see the scenery and kind of the views make up for it with these kind of huge rock formations kind of surrounding us. These campsites are also very spread out, so yeah, you feel kind of like you're all alone here. I mean, there's no one really in sight. So we're gonna spend just one night here, kind of walk around, check out some of the scenery. I think there might be some old like sand people paintings. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. And then after this, we head up north, so continue north to Etosha, which is the kind of game viewing part of Namibia. So yeah, we'll head off, explore this area a bit, and yeah, show you guys around. Later in the afternoon here at Spitzkoppe, climbed up some of these granite rocks, and yeah, now just enjoying the view. And let me tell you, the view, I've been saying this all trip, the view is incredible. These huge rock formations jutting out from the desert. Kind of the vegetation and the sand actually looks pretty cool from up here as well. Yeah, I don't know. This one in particular, I don't know. Is that Spitzkoppe? I'm not sure. That one looks amazing. So yeah, we're gonna catch the sunset somewhere here. Amber didn't make it all the way up here, but yeah, we'll find a spot to catch the sunset tonight. What's up, everybody? We're now in Etosha National Park here in Namibia. We left Spitzkoppe this morning. It's about a 5-ish hour drive up here to Etosha, and we are at the Okajawu campsite. Probably mispronounced that. Yeah, we're here for 2 nights, and yeah, Etosha is kind of the best area for wildlife in Namibia, and it's also known as being one of the best places to self-drive. So we're going to plan to kind of drive around a bit and see what sort of wildlife we can spot. Campsite itself honestly is the exact opposite of what we came from. We're really right on top of all of our neighbors here, so not a lot of space, not a lot of shade, but yeah, this is kind of a big government-run campsite, so it's yeah, I think lacking in a bit of quality, which I think we saw in the reviews. But the main appeal to staying at this campsite is there's a watering hole within this campsite that you can stay at after hours. So I think you can visit this area if you're just kind of driving through the park, but you have to be out of the park by sunset, and so that's when a lot of the kind of wildlife comes to the watering hole, and so you have to be staying in the park and able to kind of see those animals come post sunset. But anyways, we'll show you that hopefully later, and hopefully we see some good action there. But for now, I think we're gonna get settled in, and then yeah, gonna go drive around a bit and see what's out there.
All right, so we got to our campsite in Etosha and went off on an afternoon drive, and we saw a rhino. Well, Nate spotted the rhino. Good spotting, driver and guide. It was on one side of the road and then across the road, so we didn't get super close, but we got some good footage and got some good views. This time the rhino had its horns, and Kruger, they dehorned the rhinos to prevent poaching, so that was really cool to see the rhino. But it was really cool. They're really cool looking.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the closest we got to a rhino. I think it was closer than we got in Kruger. And yeah, we're still on kind of the drive right now, so keeping my eyes open for anything else. But yeah, good first drive, getting a rhino already. All right, hey everybody, day 2 in Etosha here. Had a pretty chilly night's sleep last night, but the sun's out, it's already warming up. Off to a little bit of a late start today. It's like 8:30 or so, but the campsite is cleared out. I think everyone left early for their kind of early drives. We sat at the watering hole at night, which was amazing. And yeah, the action really starts to happen when the sun goes down. I think we saw up to 7 rhinos at one time last night at the watering hole, which is pretty incredible. And I didn't have my camera, and I don't think I have any good cameras for night footage, but tried to get some iPhone footage, and we'll see if we can throw that in here. But yeah, I can definitely see why Etosha is one of the best places to see rhinos. So we're off on another game drive now, self-drive, and we'll see what we find.
Isulule fuheze manga ngaphakathi lamlikhakaza izinyoka ngasekwentwamana iminyaka yemide yehlathi ngiqophisana namadlozi ubumnandi benkanyezi safari yami uphawu injabulo empilweni imfihlakalo yemoyo phesheya kwemifula amanzi adumakuma izilwane zidansa ngobunono ivule ithulule imbali ngihle izithelo sendalo ubukhanya.
All right, we are back at our camp, getting settled in for the night. On our drive back, we saw two new animals. One, ostriches. I guess we saw those earlier, but this time we saw them kind of standing, moving around, so that was cool. And then probably the most exciting kind of sighting of the day was a cheetah. That was very cool. It was at a distance, so unfortunately my camera isn't good enough to get any good footage of it or a picture of it, but with our binoculars we were able to see it kind of pretty well. I don't know, it's probably like 80 yards out from where we were, and luckily there was another vehicle stopped that had spotted it, because there's no way I would have had spotted it driving by. But that was cool. We mentioned we wanted to see some cats, and we got one, so that was very nice. Yeah, so we're gonna cook up for tonight. Tomorrow's our last day in Etosha, and then we head back down to Windhoek the following day, so our time here is coming to an end. But yeah, some quick kind of thoughts and reactions. I'd say generally kind of the concentration of wildlife has been better here than at Ntambo. We just have seen a ton of zebra, a ton of wildebeest. It seems like every kind of like 5 minutes you're seeing kind of a big herd of something, which is cool. We haven't quite gotten as close to, I'd say, some of the bigger, like the big 5 type animals. Like we haven't seen any lions. The cheetah we saw, but it was at a distance. So yeah, I'd say some give and takes, but definitely, yeah, Etosha, a good place to self-drive. All of this we found kind of on our own. The watering holes are also nice and a good place where you can pretty much post up and feel pretty confident that some good wildlife is going to come on through. I think the other thing I'd say, yeah, I mean, doing a self-drive is fairly tiring. We were out almost all day, and yeah, my eyes are definitely tired. You're kind of on the whole time driving, but also scanning kind of the horizon for wildlife, so definitely a bit tiring. But yeah, I'd say definitely glad we came up here. We'll do probably one more drive around tomorrow. We'll see how we're feeling, how long we want to go. But yeah, I think that's probably it for tonight. Maybe the one other thing about here is everyone seems to have like these super big cameras. Like, yeah, lens bigger than your forearm, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I guess, yeah, when you go on a safari, you want to get the good pics and stuff, but yeah, I feel like a novice with my little camera, though it's getting me some decent shots. But yeah, either there's a ton of professional like photographers here, or people that just bought a bunch of new cameras for the safari and are trying to figure out how to use it on the go. But anyways, just a side note, yeah, I think that's it for tonight. Yeah, probably wrapping up this video here soon, but yeah, have a good night.